Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, the 39th Dragon Ball Legends reveals and stuff has just ended, and we got the announcement of the next 2 Sparking units we'll be getting in the game, alongside a new Zenkai, some new equipment, and a brand new PvP mode. So, just knocking out some of the quick information out of the way, first and foremost, the new PvP mode is going to be a, I guess for lack of better words, you make 3 parties of 3 characters, right? And if you manage to win 3 battles with the 3 characters that you pick for each team, then apparently you get some sort of special prize. But I guess it's just a different way of being able to play PvP online, right? But also realize that because it's only 3 characters you can put per party, there are no bench units. So it really is going to come down to the synergy of the characters that you have in the forefront. That's it. No units to boost them whatsoever. Just the 3 units that you have in the party, and that's it. So I'm hoping that this game mode will do well. We'll have to wait until it's implemented for us to actually find out. But also on the bright side, it won't be replacing rating match. So we don't have to worry about what happened last time when we got, you know, proud mode, because that was a train wreck. But putting that to the side, we are also getting a Zenkai unit. And I honestly have a lot to say about this, but the next Zenkai unit we're getting in the game is none other than Dabura, the blue sparking Dabura. Now, he buffs Blue and Episode Majin Buu Saga Z, right? And then it also shows various support abilities added, shortened ally substitution counts with special move arts, and the main ability, buff ally damage inflicted upon returning to standby. Okay, now here's where I stand with this, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys can agree. This unit he had no tags, not a single one. Like quite literally, when Goku Mini dropped in the game a few days ago, Dabura finally, after 6.5 years, got a tag, which is the weapon wielder tag. That's it. That is the only tag he has after 6.5 years. So what's crazy is, even though his Zenkai ability does boost Blue in Episode Majin Buu Saga Z, you can't use him on any effective teams. There are no units in the game that boost the weapon wielder tag. So because of that, with the Zenkai, if you're going to use him for whatever reason, you have to put him in the leader slot. I think this unit has to be cracked out. They have to boost his damage to beyond ultra levels for people to even consider getting him. Like, at least he'll be a bench unit for sure, but still, I don't know. I just think that this was a really, really weird choice, but it is what it is. And then the last bit of extra information is we are getting some more equipment for characters. It'll be unique equipment specifically for the green LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the first one that we got, not the Dragon Fist one. So he'll be getting some unique equipment. This will be practically his last time to shine because he's already been Zenkai'd. So now that he has equipment, hopefully it'll give him that final bit of firepower to come back into the meta like one last time. And then after that, if he falls off, he falls off. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Anyway, now we have the next 2 sparking units. 1 regular sparking unit and 1 LF unit. So the units that we're going to be getting in the game are none other than a sparking Majin Buu, Hercule assist, and for the first time in 4 years, minus superhero, we now have a brand new Gotenks unit, LF Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So I did record my reaction, check that out first, and then we'll break down what they can do. New units. Oh, okay. Sure enough, Majin Buu Saga, so a brand new Buu. And Hercule? What? Okay, Buu, Hercule assist. But I mean, it makes sense because, tag Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta got a Zenkai, so it makes sense. Okay. So what, are we getting like a new, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or something?
You sure are, Boo!
Okay, Boo, see you. Wait, ta-da. A new Gotenks? An LF Gotenks! Okay, wait, okay, I'm actually down for this. It's been forever since we've had like a new like Gotenks from Dragon Ball Z specifically. Okay. It's been out. How many years has it been? Like, I think the transforming Gotenks was the last one we got, if I recall correctly. Like, excluding superhero. Wow, okay. Huh. Okay, cool. Hello, Gotenks. Yeah. Alright. So now that we've seen what they can do, let's break it down. So, starting off with BUU and Hercule, we have Majin Buu good, Hercule assist. Of course, they're a sparking unit. They are a yellow unit, a support type. Their tags are regen and absorption, and their Z ability 3 is buffing episode Majin Buu Saga Z or tag regeneration. Very straightforward. I'd be surprised if it was anything else. Moving on to the next page, buff allies with excellent support abilities, unique abilities. Buff damage inflicted by allies until this character is defeated, if own remaining health is at a certain percentage or below when hit by an enemy's attack or arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Shortens own substitution count when this character is switched to standby. Also, boosts the damage inflicted by allied episode Majin Buu Saga Z or tag regeneration. Applies attribute upgrade, shortens substitution count to self when this character uses a strike or blast arts card. Okay, so one, I'm having a difficulty reading because my mic is actually in the way. And two, so this BUU is a support type, and it seems like he's primarily just focusing on buffing the team, which is fine, right? Which is fine because there are definitely units on Majin Buu Saga Z that can take advantage of just, you know, getting some sort of support. So that's totally fine. I mean, obviously two of which that pop into my head instantly are obviously Ultimate Gohan, the LF unit, and of course fusing Super Vegito. But being able to, it says buff damage inflicted by allies until this character is defeated if own remaining health is at a certain percentage or below when hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. So, I guess in a sense you kind of just want him in, right? Because if you're going to be boosting your allies, you kind of just want BUU to stay in and take the hits. Yeah, it's sort of like a defense type in a sense, but not a defense type. I mean, I'm hoping his defenses are good, but in this case, it's beneficial because it's going to just boost the power of your, you know, units on your team. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to just have him in and just have him take the hits, especially because with the next one saying, you know, shortens own substitution counts when this character is switched to standby, you can kind of throw him back in. So again, it comes down to get BUU in, let him take damage, and then after your units are powered up, take him out, then have your units deal massive damage, and then throw BUU back in. That's kind of what it seems like. And then afterwards, on the next page, use tricky abilities to toy with your opponents. Special move arts. Obscures all enemy cards on hit. All cards are turned face down for the effect duration, and their positions are shuffled. Ultimate arts. Inflicts enemy with forced switching on hit. Okay, that's gonna be annoying, just straight up. Oh my goodness. So, I think it's been a little bit since we had a unit that used Obscure, but yeah, so we already know how Obscure works. It's a very, very annoying ability. Like, unless you have like all strike, all blast, or whatever the case may be, then yeah, having your cards pretty much face down and shuffled is fairly annoying. It will, in a sense, stop your attack because you don't know what card you're going to pick. So there's that. And then the ult being able to force switch could be nice if utilized properly. I mean, we've had units in the game that force switch up with one of their moves, and if timed properly, maybe on a unit that you're trying to get in but your opponent keeps on swapping or doesn't want to bring them in, then you can use your ult, deal damage against one person, throw them out, and drag that person in, the one that you're trying to get in, if timed properly. So there's uses. And now we move on to Gotenks. So we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Of course, he's an LF unit. He's a red unit. He's a range type. His tags are Hybrid Saiyan, Kids, Fusion, Fusion Warrior, and Super Saiyan 3. Z ability 3, buff episode Majin Buu Saga Z, tag Hybrid Saiyan, or tag Fusion Warrior. So there is that. Granted, I will say that him being a red unit might be a problem, and the reason is because Turles exists. So we're gonna have to see how that's gonna work, because again, I mean, I'm glad that Gotenks has a new unit. Ironically, he's the same element factor as the transforming Gotenks unit that we got 4 years ago, but I'm still not sure having him be a red unit is a good idea, but we'll have to wait and see, because who knows what'll happen. Anyway, next page. Powerful abilities activate at battle start. Unique abilities applies the following effects to self from battle start for a number of timer counts. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, reduces all arts costs, nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Applies buff effect, nullify enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover to self for a set number of timer counts when this character enters the battlefield. Okay, so first things first, card draw speed, always a good thing, don't need to break that down. Reducing all arts costs, always a good thing, don't really need to break that down. Nullify attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, always a good thing, don't really need to break that down. Wow, these are actually pretty straightforward. And of course, being able to nullify cover change. Actually, wow, there's not really much to break down with this second page. Pretty much all the abilities are straightforward. We know how they function again. Arts card draw speed will allow you to be able to combo longer. Reducing your arts cost will be able to aid on top of that. And of course, nullifying attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions will aid on top of that as well. And then being able to nullify cover change for however long will allow you to continue your combo if you have the cards and key and whatnot. So yeah, fairly straightforward ability. Sounds good so far. Next page. Buff self and allies with the unique gauge. Unique abilities. Chargers own unique gauge every time this character uses an arts card while they are on the battlefield. The following effects occur once unique gauge is full. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores own key. Increases own damage inflicted. If own unique gauge is full when this character is switched to standby, it resets to 0 and the following effects occur. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Increases own arts, increases own next arts damage inflicted, not expended on miss. Restores ally health and key. Okay, so of course, most modern units have been getting unique gauges, so I'm not surprised that GOTENKS has one. But you charge your unique gauge every time you attack. So again, the abilities that we talked about earlier aid in being able to build up your unique gauge. So that's good. But not only that, the following effects occur when the gauge is full when he's in the battlefield, right? And that's, you get to draw a card, right? If you have 3 or fewer cards, you restore your key, so hopefully it'll give you enough to be able to use whatever card, and you get a boost in damage. Pretty straightforward, not bad, right? But if your gauge is full and you take him out, then you randomly draw 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, so whoever goes in gets a card, right? It increases the next arts damage inflicted, but it's not expended on miss. I think that's very, very important. So that means that, let's say, it's Majin Buu Saga Z, I have GOTENKS in, unique gauge is full, I take him out, I throw in Fusing Super Vegito, right? I throw out a Blast Arts card, and my opponent vanishes. That Blast Arts, even though it may have missed, I still have the increase to the next arts damage inflicted because I didn't land it on the opponent. So that's what it's saying when, it's not expended on miss, right? Because usually, even if you were to, throw out an arts card and you have, the damage buff, even if you missed, it would be expended because you used a card. Now, they're saying, look, even if you missed the first or however many cards, until you land a hit, it doesn't count. So that's good. So if I get to force them to vanish and then I follow up accordingly and I land the next hit, that hit will have the extra damage boost, which is good. And then, of course, restoring ally health and key, very self-explanatory. And then the final page, unique and powerful special move and ultimate arts. Special move arts, nullifies own unfavorable element factors on activation. Okay, maybe he has tools against Turles, we'll see. Applies the following effects to enemy on hit. Set chance to reduce Dragon Balls by 1. Okay. Set chance to inflict faint. Oh, of course. I should have known this GOTENKS. If activated when unique gauge is full, increases special move arts damage inflicted. Okay. Ultimate arts destroys all of your own cards upon activation. Applies the following effects to self based on the types of arts cards destroyed. Strike arts card, increases strike damage inflicted. Blast arts card, increases blast damage inflicted. Special move arts card, applies attribute upgrade, reduce enemy sustained damage cut effects. Special arts card, increases critical rates. Okay, this is all over the place. So, back to the special move. Again, just, you have a set chance to reduce your enemy's Dragon Balls by 1, so that's something, right? But you also have a set chance to inflict faint. We all know how annoying this ability is, so you want to be careful with the special move. because if you get hit with it and you faint and it's at a critical moment, that could determine whether or not you win or lose the battle. So just be very careful of Gotenks' special move. And it says if activated when unique gauge is full, increases special move arts damage inflicted. So if his gauge is full, so on top of you getting potentially, you know, fainted, he's gonna deal a lot of damage. So just be very careful of the special move. And then with the ult, of course, you destroy all of your cards, but when you destroy your cards, right, you get effects based on the types of cards that are destroyed, right? So you get increase to your strike, increase to your blast, reducing enemy sustained damage cut, so that way you can deal more damage against your enemy. And then even at that, you get to raise your crit. So that's also something you really want to be careful of. But not only that, remember that he's an LF unit, and of course, LF units nullify endurance. So if you get hit with it, last man standing, and you have a unit that has endurance that doesn't have any type of way of nullifying buff effects, then if he hits you with this ult and it's like you're about to die, you're going to die. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There really wasn't much going on with this reveals and stuff. I said this on Twitter, but personally speaking, I think that this reveals and stuff was kind of pointless. And this is information they probably should have just posted on Twitter. But hey, those are just my thoughts. I'm just happy that we're getting a brand new Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, or I should say a brand new Gotenks Z unit specifically, because we got, you know, superhero Gotenks in recent time, but it's been 4 years since we had, I'm pretty sure it's been 4 years since we had a Z Gotenks. Like the red transforming Gotenks, I'm pretty sure was our last one. But if I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comment section below. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below as well. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.